Adventure Geek.
Adventure games, he loves them all. Every day.
Oh, hello.
Huh?
Welcome to the illusion.
Point and click to find the answers that we seek. Adventure Geek.
Hello there, fellow adventurers, and welcome back to this second part of the Beyond Atlantis saga. This time we're looking at Beyond Atlantis 2, aka Atlantis 3: The New World, aka Even More Atlantis. First off, there's no title screen, so it's not even clear what game we're playing, though I'm pretty sure it's not Phantasmagoria 2. I'd also like to point out how unnecessarily cryptic the menu screen is. Choosing different options shouldn't feel like you're solving a bloody puzzle. So, what's the plot of this game? According to Wikipedia, the player is a young Egyptologist looking for a city in the desert. Wait, that's it? That's the whole story? Well, maybe the introduction will tell us more. It starts off in Peru 2018, where this guy who doesn't look sinister at all finds a crystal skull buried in a wall. I wonder if this is going to be anything like Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
Be careful. You might get exactly what you wish for.
Flash forward to Hogwarts 2020, Hogar 2020, where the young Egyptologist we just read about in this epic plot is taking a scenic drive through the desert when a deer jumps in front of him. This starts off a series of events that transports us to worlds beyond Atlantis, where we step into the land of dreams and legends, immerse ourselves in a timeless tale, and journey through extraordinary worlds. At least that's what it says on the box. Don't you just love these secret flaps? Okay, so we're stranded in the desert. Let's see if there's anyone around here who can help us.
I'm looking for an archaeological site around here.
No sight. Nothing. Go.
What a helpful chap! In a nearby cave, we find all this electronic equipment and a mysterious golden gateway with a giant scarab beetle. Solving our first puzzle, not counting the menu screen, we can activate this portal that leads to another time and place. So, where do you think this scarab beetle portal leads? Is it A, Egypt, B, Tibet, or C, China? Well, if you guessed A, Egypt, you win this official Beyond Atlantis 2 registration card. Register now to win free stuff. Never mind that the game was released back in 2001, I'm sure there's still time. So here we are in Egypt, where of course we meet a talking mummy.
I am your personal psychopomp. You should feel honored.
Psychopomp? Sounds a bit dodgy to me.
Does that mean you strangle me or suck my blood?
Oh, we don't have time. You've got work to do.
In the subtitles it says we don't have time for sex. I guess they censored the dialogue here, because the idea of sex with a mummy is just too graphic for adventure gamers to handle. Thanks to Twilight Adventures though, we can hear the uncut dialogue from the original DVD version of the game.
Oh, we don't have time for sex. You've got work to do. Here, take this.
A psychopomp is actually from Greek mythology, meaning a spiritual guide that transports souls to the afterlife. So does that mean we're already dead? Maybe that god really killed us.
I need water.
No water.
Well, anyway, our very own psychopomp is here to help us on our journey, if we can figure out how to get out of this room. I was stuck here for ages thinking it had something to do with the scarab beetle in this box, but turns out I missed a minuscule hotspot in a dark corner of the room. Ah, pixel hunting! Don't you just love it? Now we're free to explore the area with our very own psychopomp to guide us. He can fly us to different locations and announce what they are in the most dramatic way possible.
I wonder what that place is.
The High Priest's Temple!
Oh, I can't wait to find out what's in the High Priest's Temple!
Bring the feather, so that Pharaoh may die and be judged.
Who's this golden boy?
Perhaps I should introduce myself.
Maybe he didn't hear us.
I take it you know my personal psychopomp.
Well, I guess he's not interested in psychopumping. The puzzle we have to solve here involves choosing one of these feathers that's the correct weight to release Pharaoh's soul so he can die in peace.
There's a bunch of feathers in a box, okay?
Do I feel a feather of judgment? Yes, I do.
This psychopomp cracks me up. Do I feel a feather of judgment? Yes, I do. The trick is that you can only take one feather at a time. Of course, you could just take one feather and keep going back and forth until you choose the right one. You're supposed to use a weighing scale to find the feather with the correct weight, but I totally missed the hotspot where you need to hang it on this pillar. Ah, hard to find hotspots. Don't you just love them? There's another puzzle where you have to put all these tiles in the right order to tell a story, but it's not really clear which picture goes with which description, and Golden Girl here is about as much help as Golden Boy.
I really could use a few pointers for the story. That's what I thought you'd say.
Oh well, at least we can talk to our good old psychopomp.
Souls have weight?
Well, of course they do, you silly goose. And Pharaoh's had better be lighter than the feather.
Moving on, this game follows a similar pattern as the first Beyond Atlantis, as you travel from one time period to the next. Except instead of a floating yak man, we keep going back to the bald guy who found the crystal skull. Check out his idle animation. I mean, who stands around flexing their arm like that? Turns out the crystal skull acts as a gateway between worlds, and we're sucked into an interdimensional nexus complete with talking dolphin.
Are you the one? The one to reach the secret?
Well, of course I am, you silly goose! I enjoyed hanging out here and losing myself in the pathways of time while listening to this funky music. Next stop is Paleolithic times, where we're on the run from a mammoth who chases us into a cave. This part reminded me of Echo's Secrets to the Lost Cavern, where we solve such prehistoric puzzles as how to make fire and catch fish with a harpoon.
Dinner time! At last.
Now we're trapped in this cave and need to find a way out. I wonder what she's thinking right now. Shall I walk into the wall of glowing light? Oh well, what's the worst that could happen?
Oh my god!
Here we have to make our way from one small island to the next, avoiding the wild beasts standing in our way, such as this saber-toothed tiger. You know, I can't help but feel bad for the creature. Let's just try sneaking past. Bad kitty, back to the quicksand with you. The only way to escape is to pole vault our way out of here, just like in Tremors. Our prize for getting past these trials is a weapon capable of killing the mammoth, and our caveman companion takes all the credit for our efforts.
I killed him! Ha ha! I killed him!
Now, I'm not an expert on prehistoric man, but I really don't think they talk like that. He'd say something more like, "Mammoth dead, me kill." The third and final setting is the Arabian Nights, and for me this is definitely the most colourful and interesting of the three. We play a thief who sneaks into the house of a rich merchant, and after evading the guards...
Ha! A thief.
As I was saying, after evading the guards...
Hey! You're a thief!
So, after being caught countless times by the guards, we finally escape into the bedroom of the merchant's daughter. In return for saving his life, he asks her to wish for anything she desires.
I long for a rose.
A cartful, at least.
I bet he's thinking, oh yeah, I got this. I'm gonna shower this girl with so many roses that she'll fall madly in love with me.
A rose as black as a moonless night.
I'm fucked. Not to be defeated, however, our wily thief goes in search of a black rose in the wizard's garden, which as you might expect is full of magical creatures such as this one.
So, nice monster or nasty monster? Got it.
I guess that's a nasty monster. Unless it's a nice monster having a bad day. There's also a juggling monkey walking around. Watch what happens when we give it a banana. Thank you, Crazy Juggling Monkey, for the thumbnail. It's easy to get distracted from the object of our quest while exploring this garden, and all the strange and wonderful things it has to offer.
Hello there.
I have something wonderful for you.
Oh, maybe she's gonna psycho-pump us. The highlight of this exotic experience is climbing the golden tower in the middle of the garden, where we meet this goofy goblin creature who has a real case of the giggles. Hey, what's so funny? Ah! The challenge here is to race the goblin to the top of the tower, playing a game similar to Snakes and Ladders. Instead of rolling dice to move though, we play a mini game which totally fits in with the Arabian Nights theme. That's right, it's a monkey climbing a palm tree and throwing a coconut at a row of hippos. What else were you expecting? I'm not going to reveal what's at the top of the tower or how our thief with a sparkle in his eye manages to find a black rose. But here's some black roses I sent to my girlfriend in Germany.
So today I got something and I don't know what's inside. But it's so light, it's like feathers, it's so light. Oh, that is... what is it? Flowers? Black flowers? Made in China? Black roses for me. Thank you, AGG.
Now it's time to deal with the bald guy who calls himself the chap with a gun.
Stupid.
Sorry, what was that? Stupid what?
Stupid.
Oh, they censored the dialogue again.
Stupid bitch.
Let's ask the interdimensional dolphin how to take care of this stupid...
Avoid him.
It's easy to avoid him if we know where in time to go, and we have more trouble getting past this guard in the camp.
Halt!
This guy really likes to say halt a lot.
Halt! Halt! Halt!
Let's see how many times we can get him to say halt in a row.
Halt! 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 Halt!
Alright, enough halting, let's finish this. Beyond Atlantis 2 has its moments, but overall I feel like it falls short of the mystical experience of the previous game. I think I'll give it 5 crystal skulls out of 10. It was actually nominated for Best Adventure Game of 2001 by GameSpot, the winner being Myst 3 Exile. Well, I think the Best Adventure Game of 2001 is Mystery of the Druids. Oh, I can't wait to find out what's in the High Priest Temple! That was a bit loud.